Ah, the sweet sounds of summer. Or should I say, the terrifying ones.
Have you ever noticed each year you either get bit by a million mosquitoes or stung by a million wasps, but never both? Well, weather plays a role in that. So with the weather we've seen so far this year, are we going to have a bad wasp year or a bad mosquito year?
Their populations are driven by different things. So mosquitoes need it to be wet because their eggs hatch when they're submerged in water. So if we have a really high snowpack or a rainy spring, that's when all those eggs are going to come and hatch, and then that's going to lead to a lot of adult mosquitoes. Wasps, on the other hand, they like it hot and dry. So if it's going to be really warm and dry, then we're going to get a much earlier emergence of all the wasps.
BC's been dealing with drought conditions since 2022. And this past season, we saw lower than average snowpack.
Mosquitoes need standing water in order for those larvae to develop. It takes about a week or two. So if it's too dry, then those eggs won't hatch or those larvae won't develop and you'll never see the adults.
So it seems wasps might come out on top this year. But how bad will it be? Well, that depends on how quick it gets hot.
It really depends on the temperatures for the wasps. So the faster it warms up, the more they'll be active. They go out, they build their nests early on.
And so how do we prepare for potentially a bad wasp summer?
They're pretty pernicious, so there's not a lot you can do. If you start to see them building a nest somewhere near a playground or a porch or somewhere where you don't want them, you can tackle that early, and that's one of the easier ways to make sure that they're not going to be there. Later in the summer, when they're gearing up or they're trying to feed, they're out foraging. That's when they're going to land on your plate, try and eat your hamburger, and they might even try and take a little nibble out of you. And so what you need to do is to avoid angering them. That's when they'll sting.